do it now.
Yo, we are fired up right now. You want to know why? It's because when you are in this industry, some people don't understand is that you have to get kicked in the face for years and for months at a time. You gotta keep punching.
Yeah,
Take over.
Yeah,
What do you got,
you're not gonna get anything by just sitting around. Like, if you want something, you gotta go and fucking take the hit. You know, like, I've been doing this for 10 years. Jane's been doing this for 10 years. Going to LA, driving across the country, just getting kicked in the face, traveling, spending money. I've spent, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars invested. It's not. You don't just make it. You grind. You produce films. You do another film. You lose money. You lose more money. You lose even more money. Oh, then you break even. Then you make money.
And all these people, they come in. They're like, oh, I want to invest. I'll add $5,000, but what's it feels like a risk? Get out of here, bro. Get out of here.
Well, it's that, but it's, you know, saying you're gonna do something and then not following through with it. Whether it's that with financials, with money, with an investment of time,
With writing your script.
like a commitment. Like, you know, if it's something you want to do, you have to be willing to, like, get hit and get knocked down and keep doing it. And that's what we've been doing. And that's the only way to see success. It's, you know, so many people in this industry want to talk about it, or they don't want to be about it. I've seen it over and over. Hey, yeah, I'll help you with your film. They never get around to doing it.
Yeah, people say, I want to be an actor, and I'm like, okay, well, go get headshots, go get a demo reel, go get on some student films. They're like, yeah, I should probably get around to that. Yeah, ha ha ha.
No,
whoa, how do you do it?
You will never do it. You're never gonna do it. Just quit now. Just quit. Just fucking quit.
If you haven't done it now, you might never do it, unless you do it today. Today is the day. Welcome to episode 4 of Making a Film from Scratch.
Let's go. Make a film from scratch, you have to just make it. You have to just go out, meet the people, you know, do the production, cast people. You have to be willing to do it without knowing what's going to happen. You know, when we started producing this, you know, we knew we would get funding, but we didn't know how we would get it. We just knew we would get it.
We just knew we needed to start the momentum, and so that's a tip, you know, for making a film. You have to just literally say, which is what we did, we are making this film. We are making this film no matter what.
Yeah.
We are making this movie. Are you in or out? Are you on board or not? We are making the movie. We know how to shoot a movie with $0. If you want to come in, bring some money, add value, great. We can maybe afford better actors, better wardrobe, better locations, great. But we're making it. And so that's what we say. And that's what we do.
Yeah.
And so here we are. And so now we are approaching December. We are in pre-production, continuing. We're locking in our Jan and Pops, and among other actors. I'm going to start a casting after Christmas once we, you know, my other casting got declined that you saw in episode 2. It was too far out from the production. The casting network declined it. And then after that, you know, we just keep putting other pieces together. We got to keep talking to these other people, you know, even a couple skimboarders here and there. It's like, hey, are you in or out? We're making this. So that's what we're doing. And so you just have to, you know, it's getting to a point what I'm realizing is you got to give people a certain ultimatum. You got to tell them, hey, today is the day. It's kind of like in, you know, Christianity. Today is the day of salvation. Do you want to be saved or not?
There's no tomorrow. You either want to do it or you don't.
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no waiting. There is no, oh, next week I'll get around to it. And in LA, there's all these meetings that people have, and all these distribution companies or all these production people like, oh, next week, oh, we'll get the meeting with the actor next week. There is no next week, bro. There's right now. Get on the phone and talk to me. So that's it.
Yeah.
So here we are, and we'll go from there.
What's the next step?
What's the next steps, bro? I mean, I'm going to shoot a couple films right now. I gotta go act in this movie on the East Coast, and I'm going to South Carolina for a movie. So maybe you should shoot episode 4. Maybe you should do some vlogging, whatever you want to do,
I'm
bro.
down for that. So I'm just trying to raise more funds and, you know, get a crew together. I think it's still a bit early to get, you know, some of the smaller crew positions together, but, you know, the camera package, locking that in. You know, we got a great deal on the camera package because I've known the guy for 10 years. He's seen my journey and stuff, and I think that's another thing is, you know, going to people that you've already worked with and spending time building these relationships and things like that, I think are really important to your success in the future. You know, just because, you know, you don't get something out of it right away, it doesn't mean you're not going to later on in your career. You know, so it all matters at the end of the day.
I agree with that, and yeah, I'll intersplice some footage of when we go to check out the camera. When should we check out the camera?
I think it's out. I think he's got it rented out right now, so I don't know. I gotta find out when he.
So yeah, I'll take you guys along for the ride when we check out more camera gear, when we do all that stuff, and I don't know what else I'm gonna film next once we're continuing. So stay tuned. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 4. Man, this episode is interesting because a lot of it has been speculation. You know I speak a lot about in this video about going and doing it, and the truth is we're doing the film with what we have on our current budget, but we went up to Atlanta to try to double our budget because we're starting to realize flying people in, putting people up in hotels, you know, compared to our last movie on a much smaller cast and set of locations and less wardrobe and less props and less crew. Obviously, the more people you get involved, the more money it costs. So we went up to Atlanta and we're working on that, doubling our budget. And December was crazy for me. I ended up booking 2 jobs as an actor. I worked on a movie called Christmas Overtime. Shout out to Megan for hooking me up with an audition for that because she was already cast in the film. So Christmas Overtime was a really fun little, you know, Christmas movie, and I'd never done one before, and I was kind of hesitant, but I was like, you know what, Megan's on it, I'll definitely do it, and it turned out to be just a blast, working with a lot of great people, a lot of fun. All right, so sunny Florida, getting to the Airbnb. Hold on, check this out. Oh, I didn't even see this little pathway. Back this way. Got a nice little walkway to the backyard. Little patio, grill, pretty cool. Come inside. And then here. Kept some stuff down here for a wardrobe. So we're about to be here. Nice interior, wood floors, sick painting. Dining room. There's the back patio. Hammock. Kitchen. And then bedrooms up here. Skew. Gotta love it. Waking up in this little Spanish style Airbnb. Gotta love it, man. Nothing really beats this gig. Blessed, grateful. Remember the moments like this when you have downtime and you're auditioning your ass off and you want more jobs and you feel like you'll never work again. Remember this because you're doing pretty well. And then I did a short film in South Carolina called Robbie Ain't Right, and man, was that an experience. That was such a beautiful experience with such talented filmmakers and such passionate individuals that they work on TV shows in the Carolinas full time, but they also make their own films, and they're working on getting that film made as a feature. And I got to work with some really talented bigger actors, which is always fun. But at the end of the day, it's all the same thing, you know, like even if it's a Joey King, you know, or a whoever else I've worked with, like, you know, they show up to set, they might have a stand-in and they might have a couple extra things, but they show up and they say their lines and they're prepared and they do a good job. And you know, it's the same thing on any level. I mean, of course there's more professionalism, and you feel it a little bit, you know, when someone has a bit of star power. You're like, oh man, I gotta perform, and you know, you kind of feel that here and there depending on the set that you're on. But then it just comes back to doing the same thing, doing what you love and remembering why you're there to do it, and you know, doing that. So I'll show you guys some photos and videos of the set and of the a little bit of BTS. I can't show too much. It's a little small town center. Pretty sick. Cold out here. A little smoothie. Go get a workout. Go do rehearsal tonight. Out here making films, baby. Robbie ain't right.
Ready? Okay, here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Guys, very important announcement. It's Maddie's birthday right now.
Day, dear Maddie. Happy birthday to you. Yeah.
Do it rolling.
You got him back to you.
Let it play a little bit. Yeah. I'm going to tilt up and find it. Hold back.
Okay, here we go.
Maybe a little bit.
Set, ready, and action. 3, 2, 1, go. One, two, three, go.
One more.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Here we go. Okay. And 3, 2, 1, go.
Shit, dude. This is so cool. Dude, I look fucked up. That's the animatronic too, right there. Yeah. I'm drinking the blood. I also want to just kind of touch on everything that's going on. We're really starting to get into the creative side of things. I've not quite filmed everything, but we've been getting more locations. I think we've locked in a good place for the living room. We've just got to get dates for it. Nice little alleyway. This could possibly be our living room alleyway that the kids throw a party in. Hangout spot. Oh my god, dude, this is great, bro. No, this would.
This is the city, but we might
This would be the living room alleyway, dude.
just get a permit, man.
This is what I'm looking for, bro. An alleyway like this.
Get a permit.
This is what I need. But oh, dude, yeah. So they start to throw the thing in here, right? An alleyway like this, and then they go in and maybe it's like unlocked or something, and they get a key to it or something, And then the cop cars can come in here, bro.
Well, if you look, you can have the light, flashing lights.
Yeah. So yes, you could see the one of them sticks their head out. You see the cop. Woo, woo, woo,
You won't have much control back here.
Right.
Because you'll get a permit. You'll have to get a permit.
Yeah.
You'll probably say yes. But remember, all these restaurants are going to be boom, 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 boom. Like that's where they.
So this could be, so we could do it to where this is
You may
our,
wanna come,
so we could do it to where this is the central thing, but we can still use this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. But you'll have more control in here for like big scenes.
Yeah.
But you can bring the cop car down there.
Dude,
This is cool. This is so a lot. Just living.
Our first AD comes back into town in the next day or two, so we're working on that. Man, making a film, I forgot how much work it is. It's a lot. Especially, certain job positions, if you don't have the budget for it, you just got to do it yourself, like set decking and wardrobe. We got someone part-time that'll be helping out, but I'll show you guys the process of that. I'm using this house for one of the locations at the moment. So I'm gonna be dressing a couple of the rooms to look like Chris and Jake's spot. Oh, another note, we've got some more cast members coming in. I've got a couple good actors reading for Chris and Brent. A couple actors fell through for different reasons for the film, so we're recasting, and you know, that's a part of the business, and that's just the way it goes. I'll keep y'all updated with that. And then after that, yeah, Jake and I went to Atlanta. What are we doing, Jake? Going to Atlanta, baby. ATL. You know, people like to say that you shouldn't do something if it's not locked in. But the reality is, you gotta go lock it in.
You gotta go lock it in. Yeah, I like that.
Nothing's promised right now. We're about to go double our budget for this film. By the time this YouTube video comes out, we'll have doubled it. We'll have the pro skimboarders all contracted in. We'll have our storyboards and visual packet done. I'm also gonna do a brief little character visual palette for each character and wardrobe and all that stuff artistically. I'll make this an artistic episode. I'll show you guys ATL a little bit, and
We'll be a month away from shooting.
we'll be a month out from shooting. Happy New Year.
I'll let you guys be safe going to Atlanta.
All right, well,
And I'm so glad the weather's warm again. I was not good about 25 degrees or whatever it was a week ago. You know.
yeah, it feels good now. Saleswoman.
$1 million, bro.
2 million.
2 million?
So-
How? What do you believe it?
I mean, look, anything is possible, but I think you should always have more options. You know, so us going to Atlanta, we're trying to secure more money, and then this right here is more money as well.
Product placement money.
Product placement. So
She said, is she saying that she's selling the film as family friendly? She
Yeah.
said family friendly. It is
so you're gonna have to make that thing a bit more family
To
friendly.
an extent, guys.
Nicole would love that. But
It's,
you gotta do what's best for the film and what the director and
I mean,
the
is
writer
mid-90s
wants.
family friendly?
Every film has its own thing, and I think it's ultimately up to you what you decide.
Yeah.
As the lead and the head honcho.
Yeah. I mean, the biggest thing I'm worried about is her or, you know, my dad signing a contract that we're going to promote it a certain way or have a skimboarder promote it before we have that agreed. So we got to figure that out.
Yeah, and
Make sure there's no...
And if you get a certain, well, yeah, because the brand has to be able to do it right. So I
Yeah.
think,
I mean, if the brand's
I think
asked
we
to
can
read the
figure
script,
all
they're
that
going
out.
to see what it is, you know? It's
yeah,
not...
we can figure all that out later. But yeah, I think it's when you have money, the brands obviously they want to make money. So giving them a small percentage to promote it is would be, I think, good for them as well.
Yeah. So
If-
we'll have to figure that out.
Yeah.
I mean, but that doesn't make sense to me, right? Like, if they're mostly doing the film to be on the social media page of an Instagram guy, why don't they just talk to the Instagram guy and get on their page without doing the movie, you know?
I think it helps, and it helps bring them in. Seeing that reach.
Yeah.
But I think it's collective, so us promoting the skimboarders that we have on our offer page, we can also promote them as well.
Yeah.
So that's a way to do it too.
Yeah.
You know,
so,
and getting them to maybe talk about it when they come down here for their interview and stuff. So there's ways to do it, and everybody's here to collaborate and make a great film. And
yeah, that's what's cool about making this is we're able to, like, yeah, I mean, or that's just cool about film in general is getting to, you know, really come together with a bunch of different kinds of people and all elevate each other.
yeah, so if a brand wants to get out there, we do our best to
Get them.
put the brand in the film. You know.
And yeah, the skimboarder, and it's kind of cross promotion there as well as cross promoting the film. Helps the actors, helps everybody, helps the streaming site we get on.
Because everybody selfishly wants something, you know,
Yeah.
and that's why we're all involved in the project. So there's no way around that, but
But you got to find the way that what you get is also beneficial
100%
to others.
Yeah, so you're giving.
You're giving through your getting.
Yes, exactly. So it's all collaborative and it's all win-win, and ultimately making the best film. Seeing Jadon's vision come to life.
Let's go.
Off rip. Off rip.
There she is in all her glory. It's a moon. It's not a cloud, bro. It's a moon. 30 minutes from our destination in Atlanta. We have just confirmed our meeting to get more funding for the film. Yes, that's right. We drove up here 9 hours, not even knowing if the meeting was locked in. But Jake had a feeling, and he made it happen. And we're gonna do this thing, and we're gonna double our budget. See, that's the thing, guys. You just have to be confident, and you have to know. Well, it's not even just about being confident. How do you want to talk to him? Jake?
No, I was gonna hold the phone for you.
You tell him, Jake.
Yeah. So
Well, it's about, you've gone through all these years of feeling people out and understanding when it's legit or not. So then when you meet a person that is so legit and so far in their industry and knowledgeable and wise, this guy gave him one word on a text message. He said, absolutely. He didn't say, oh, we'll come down, we'll meet here, oh, do this, or oh, I'll give you this. He said, absolutely. And one word was all we needed to go. And sometimes in life, you just got to send it. So if you're thinking about something in life you want to do, you're not sure, you're like, oh, well, there's this opportunity, go do it. This is your sign, go do it. This is your sign, go do it. This is your sign, make it. This is your sign, do it. Do it.
just do it.
What do you think you want to say, Jake?
That's when you can plug in the.
Shia LaBeouf meme.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're just going after it. We're just going after.
Why are we looking for more funding? Why are we not satisfied? What's wrong?
No, we're not satisfied. You always want more in life, and you always got to go after it and push the limit. I think the budget that we have. I don't know. Are we allowed to disclose the budget or not?
No, I'm not saying it.
It's okay. So we have a budget for the film. It's doable. But for me, coming on as a producer and helping Jadon out with this film, I believe being able to double the budget is going to do so much more for the film and better the film in a way that's going to make it so much better, so much easier, more money for post-production, like music score and color grade and things like that, and just doing it right and not having to like skimp. And it's also teaming up with the right people that you feel good about, that you're able to do the film with. I wouldn't just take money from anybody, to be honest with you, at this point. I think teaming up with the right people and having the right counsel on your team is the way to do it. And I think there's so many ways to cut it.
Yeah, it's true. A successful man has many wise counselors. You need to have people in your corner or around you that have wise or that have wisdom that can guide you. It's that goes back to that phrase. You are who you hang out with. So if you surround yourself and really pursue mentors or pursue investors, these people are more than investors though. That's the thing, is what we're noticing is the people that really like put up big time are more so they're investing in us because they believe in us. It's not about the film. It is about the film, but it's also about growing this garden of producers underneath them. That's just, it's like being a gardener. So.
And it's finding out what other people want out of it too. So I think the first thing is to ask, what are you looking for out of this? And if you can find out what's gonna help the other person and motivate them to be a part of the project, I think it's a bit easier to get them involved in the project. Because we can go out and make a film. And I just went to Georgia on a limb, I think, 6 months ago. I just felt like going. I wanted to make some connections in my cinematography career, and I didn't know any connections, so I talked to Jadon, and he gave me a contact. He told me to call his dad, so I called him because he knows a lot of people. There's a ton of people.
Shout out to Dad.
Thank you, Jim, for that. So he gave me a connection, a phone call, and I reached out, and he answered me right away. And I went to the Braves game. It was awesome. I had a great time. It was on the front row seats pretty much. It was epic, and it's a great connection. I found out that he owned a studio, just sold a studio, and is starting a streaming site. I was like, wow, this is perfect. I wasn't even pitching the film. He told me if there was a movie I would like to make or be a part of right now, what would it be? And I took a second, I thought about it, and I was like, yeah, I do have a film actually. It's called Off Rip. It's a skimboarding film. He told me to, send me that. I would like to check it out. He told me 3 times, so I was like, okay, this guy seems interested in the project. he seemed like he was a pretty cool, down-to-earth guy, and I thought we could work together. So we kind of stayed in contact, and I'm trying to reach out ever since and see if he wanted to be a part of it. And he said hit me up after the new year, so I hit him up. Said we should get together. We're gonna be in LA. I mean, not LA. We're gonna be in Atlanta. He said absolutely. So we just drove up. We didn't have a meeting planned, but now we do.
Not only that, we are meeting up with other friends, other homies, other industry friends we've made over the years. So I'm excited to see some homies. Shout out to Sammy, my soulmate. You guys, hopefully we'll see the movie Soulmates out in the near future. She co-starred with myself. Jake shot the film. And that's what's crazy about filmmaking, right? Is like you make no money until you do. Like you invest so much, whether it's acting, you're buying your headshots or these other things, or producing, you know, we're driving ourselves up, we're staying places just to have a meeting, not even to pick up a check. We're literally traveling just to have a meeting. So this is one of the things about the film industry, or honestly any entrepreneurial kind of field, man. You got to be willing to invest. If you're not willing to sow, then really the seed will never grow. And these aren't bars. I'm just spitting hard varsity.
Yeah, and this is not a guarantee. And if this doesn't happen this time, maybe it happens the next time, or maybe it doesn't happen at all.
Yeah.
But it's the journey, and I'm having a great time.
That's what it's about, really enjoying the journey with your friends, man. Like, as much as I love making films, like, getting to hang out with Jake and, you know, grow close and build up together just over the past few years and talk about life and, you know, travel and do other things, man, that's what it's really about. So, you know, the cool thing about film is you can really build a tribe of people, and I think that's what life's all about. That was one of the biggest things I learned last year, so.
Yeah, and I just want to thank Nicole and Fitzpatrick.
Nicole, we will get Nicole on one of these videos.
I should have videotaped her when I was there.
So we'll get her on there. So you guys will meet Nicole soon. She's an amazing person, investing in this film as well as acting in it and helping us produce it, and just bringing a lot of great energy and value, and really inspiring us to keep going. So, you know, for a while I thought Off-Road was dead. I moved to LA. I was like, I'm giving up producing. I'm going to be an actor. And then boom, Jake met this lovely woman, Nicole. I met her, and we, you know, thought this would be a good project to collaborate on. So we're really stoked for the future working with her. And we'll keep you guys posted. I'll record some stuff in ATL, and we'll go from there.
Let's go. Off-Rip 2023. You're going to see this film come together. It's going to come to life. It's going to be remarkable. It's going to be unbelievable. We have some amazing talent already attached. I'm super excited to work with all the actors and the crew. And we're shooting in March, so you're going to see a lot of behind the scenes.
Also,
and we're shooting on the Arri Alexa Mini, which I'm so excited about. I've been wanting the opportunity to shoot on this. I've been talking about this camera for like a year now. I've been shooting on the Red Gemini, which I love. But everybody keeps saying, you gotta shoot on the Arri. It's just such a great camera.
You know what would be cool? Maybe for this series we can do like a little video for each like segment, right? Like I could do a creative video for the, you know, maybe some directorial stuff or choices for characters or whatever. And then we could do a little video on like why you're picking certain camera things, or for people to look at why it matters for this film, you know? We could do a little section or a little episode, something like that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, I'd love to do that. I'd love to do that.
Yeah, because I really want to show as much as I can, you know, people that have no idea what it's like making a film, like how much goes into it. Because you're really bringing art forms from every side of, you know, every corner of the earth. Like you have visual artists, both whether it's camera, lighting, painting, wardrobe. You know, you have the art of the writing and the script. You have the art of the performance of the actors. You know, there's just so many different art forms that collaborate into one thing. It's so beautiful. So I want to try to highlight all of it. And
Yeah,
show you guys.
there's such a great energy on set, and when it comes to filmmaking, everybody's so passionate and excited to be there. I've never seen the industry so with so much energy, great energy, when people come together and make movies. So
Yeah, and that's what can be tough is with this industry is the hit or miss of, you know, having a job, not having a job. And I think it's it's safe to say for me and Jake, for Jake as well as myself, that's, you know, kind of why we started producing, was to have more consistent work. You know, in this industry, it can be really tough to land jobs, so you got to make your own work. So if nothing else, guys, make your own opportunities and just keep taking steps. That's it. You'll get there. We believe in you. So here's where our meeting is with our additional investor. Looks pretty sick, huh? Check it out. Fancy dancy. Jig job easy.
It's cool back there too.
Is it? Take a look. Make sure they're open.
I don't think anybody's here though.
It's kind of smoky in here.
It's kind of smoky.
So, what are we gonna get, Jake? 500K? A milli? 2 milli? 3 milli? 3 milli. 3 milli, baby. Talk soon. Turns out we were in the wrong place. Oh, these are all people that have been to Chops? De Niro. Damn, they're gonna have our picture up here soon. Look, Nicolas Cage. Who else we got? Is that Kid Rock? Someone's gonna watch this video and be like, this idiot thought that guy was Kid Rock. That's whatever his name is. Yeah, I don't even know celebrities too well, man, honestly. I don't know these people. So we got a super fancy little dinner, lunch. Top of the line leather, baby. Super nice. This is part of the vlog.
What are we getting for it?
We're a little early. We figured we'd sit down and we can meet up once we just wait for them here. Yeah, whatever they get, man.
Huh?
Yeah, but this is so sick.
Let's go. I get extra perks.
Got a nice cup of coffee here. Maybe get some lobster BLT, some lobster frittata, some Caesar salads. Jakey, what you gonna get, big dog?
I'm not too hungry. I might get the jumbo shrimp.
Oh,
I might get the
thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Florida jumbo shrimp.
How is it, big dog?
Oh, this cranberry juice is unbelievable.
The bomb.
The best cranberry juice I've ever tasted in my life.
Fancy.
Scratch.
All right, y'all. We just got out of our meeting. Man, we may have just doubled our budget.
Let's go.
We can't quite say. I'm not disclosing the budget just for purposes of, you know, keeping everyone involved and stuff. But the meeting went really well. It was about 2 hours. Talked from everything to regarding, you know, our lives and the film and our goals. And, you know, what's cool about this is this guy's a businessman and he's a studio owner, and he's not just really trying to do one movie and, you know, have a transactional relationship. He's like, man, like, you know, you guys are hungry, you could do like, you know, movies every year and, you know, pretty much be like a kind of work our ways up to being, you know, like you know, part of the studio in terms of creating content all the time. So maybe this could be a continuation of a vlog, not only making a film from scratch, but making films and just I don't know, kind of build a solo, you know, a vlog series, and maybe we'll get our own camera guy to follow us around while we make films, and we'll go from I mean, right now we'll stick with off-rip. We're making off-rip, but yeah, I don't know, it's really cool. So it was really good, really awesome meeting, and this is it, guys. You gotta take the chances. We just drove up to ATL without knowing what was gonna happen, and we got the meeting locked in. We talked to him. He's super interested in the film and to, you know, bringing it to life and you know, contributing to the project, and then getting it on his streaming site. So we might have a home for distribution already for it, which is really cool. So I'm really stoked about that, and we'll show you guys more and keep you updated. Oh, I got flash on. Sammy, what's up? What's up, big dog, Jake? Yeah, this is a sick spot. We got a little Becky in the house. It's beautiful inside. This is great. I was trying to sneak it.
Busted.
Busted.
what if I never love again? Let this be a lesson in love. Let this be the way we love.
There you go. Good lighting now.
And I ain't asking, I can't look at this.
Come on, Sammy.
This is my last night with you. Hold me like
Come on, sing it, Jake.
just a friend. Give me a
Another song.
memory I can use. Take me by the hand while we do what lovers do. It matters how this ends. Stay in
Out here in Georgia, going for a little jog. Man, nothing like new terrain. Oh, wait a second. New terrain entertainment, baby.
Go.
Paving the way in the film biz. Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know you were gonna do it right now. So
I am gonna do it
I'm
right
just
now,
like,
bro.
do it right now. He's just like, all right, let's
Right
record
now,
right
that's
now.
it. Pull it out.
So we
What's
were
up,
just-
y'all?
What's
We're
going
back.
on? We were just at the coffee shop. So we talked to our producing partner Nicole, and we're locking in Lucas Fink and Adrian Razin.
Lucas Fink, Adrian Razin. We're working on one more skimboarder. Stay tuned. And then we got a couple other that we're still in talks with. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, we're at the point now, guys. We're in Atlanta. We had our meeting to potentially double our budget. We'll see if we can lock it in the next couple of weeks. And we have some other financial resources, some other clients and people we're talking to try to bring on. We're also talking about getting a letter of intent from one of the guys for distribution and streaming and for a purchase order, which could incentivize people to invest because they'll already know they'll have a certain amount coming back. So we'll see if we can lock in that as an opportunity and go from there. And we'll keep y'all posted.
Yeah, and we're just trying to just hit different avenues now. Getting caught on one avenue, one street, there's multiple places you can kind of explore, and I think doing that is a smart way to go about it when you're producing.
Right, so if we want to get a certain amount of money from someone and they're like, oh, that's great, that might be too much, then we see how else they can add value and work together. If they're not willing to put in that, we're like, okay, well, what about this, which is value, whether it's them collaborating on another way, investing in, or offering a potential purchase order or whatever it may be. So
There's always a way.
you always got to find the way around it. If one door doesn't open, then you knock on the neighbor's door or the side door and you get in that way. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, and who we met with he had a friend with him, and he said what was the quote he said?
He said, it's funny, right after we had this meeting with this big investor, the friend that he brought along, who doesn't even seem like he's in the film industry really, just kind of a homie of his, he said one, I'm trying to think of what he said before he said the quote, but what he said to us is he said, best of luck to you boys, but as you both should know, luck is just persistence. So he kind of, I don't know, maybe it was a clue, like, hey, just keep reaching out to this guy, he's going to invest. Maybe that was kind of the thing.
And I feel that too.
Yeah.
I feel that. So
we just sent him some of our work to look over. He had a personal thing coming up, a great thing coming up in his life, so we want to let him live that experience and follow up in the next week or two. So we'll work on that and go from there.
let's go.
Off rip. All right. What is up, gang?
So
We're on our way back from Atlanta. A little update.
ATO.
Had our funding meeting, had our friends meetings, had other crew meetings, and got some more ideas. We're brainstorming. If the budget thing doesn't quite work out, if we're stuck at what we have, it's not stuck because there's always a way to innovate. We've been talking about reaching out to film schools. We've already started sending emails about ways we could incorporate film students, and maybe, we heard from one guy that film schools will pay a bit to have their film students on set, or maybe we could exchange gear. I know something I would like to have on a film One thing is a Steadicam. Steadicam, if you don't know, gets really smooth tracking shots. You know, walking with a character, it won't be handheld and shaky like this. It'll be nice and smooth. So, you know, making it work, playing around with different options to innovate, and that's what you have to do in this industry. And you just have to stay creative. So that's where we're at.
Well said.
Well said.
Let's go.
So we went up to Atlanta to get funding, additional funding because of all the things I listed. We stayed with Becca and Sammy. Shout out to little Becky and Sammy. Appreciate them, appreciate y'all so much. I would love to have them part of the film as well, and they were just so kind and so great to us. Sam is actually in Soulmates. We starred opposite of each other, and Sam's super talented, and she made the move up to Atlanta with Becca fairly recently, last year, so they're killing it up there. And you know, that's what I love most about this film industry, is getting to just make friends and, you know, meet people and travel. That's the best thing about this industry, which is honestly what I love most about the acting side versus, you know, producing. When you're producing, you're locked in, you're on a location, you're making this film for 3 months or whatever it is. When you're acting, you can just, you know, self-tape from wherever you're at, and then you show up to set. And so that's what's great about acting, is getting to bounce around and travel. But what's cool about producing is you're fully involved in every aspect of the film, you know, so it's kind of two sides of the coin. You want to be less involved. I mean, if you're a lead role, you're involved pretty much the whole time, but if you're, you know, a supporting character, you come in for a couple weeks or a day or whatever it is, and, you know, you're in and you're out, but it's great. So, you know, there's two sides to it. So anyway, that's been really cool. So yeah, I'll show you guys some footage of what we're doing. I'm kind of going to leave the commentary to a minimum. I don't have much to say. I think this video kind of speaks for itself, so I'll kind of just edit it together and let me know what you guys think. Moving forward, what we're doing, I'm working on shot listing and storyboarding and finally digging into the creative stuff, because the producing has been so much, which was, you know, great, but I'm really trying to get into the creative stuff. Oh, we also got our high school locked in. I have a meeting about the football field today. And then, yeah, we got our living room locked in. We're getting houses locked in. Quick video. Yeah, cause there's a scene where, well, cause you know where Rosie's like playing her guitar, and Chris finds her and has this little like moment, where she's kind of like tucked away. Maybe even by a tree here or something. So yeah, this is it's beautiful. Could be by a tree here or something. Yeah, so we're here at Osceola, so I'm thinking this could be a cafeteria scene. We've got a scene with Rosie over by the tree here. We checked out the football field. How you feeling, Jake?
Feeling good. So this is the high school that I went to.
Wow.
So I'm pretty excited about bringing back memories. And they seem really cool here, so looks like it's a go.
It's a go. I have someone I'm working with on getting cars, Jim's Body Shop. Jim DiPagrola, thank you so much, man. I'm really excited to have him on. He helped me get this classic car for Silver Strings, and he's just got connections out the wazoo for anybody that has a cool car. So we're working on getting some cool cars in the film that kind of fit the era and the period of the film. And then, you know, I gotta start getting props, and obviously once we can solidify the cast, the sooner the better. We got 2 skimboarders coming on board so far, looking like 3. So we're gonna fly them out. And then I'm also meeting with a couple companies to help with the competition, you know, competition scenes. I think we're gonna do it on this coast. I don't know if we have the budget to quite go to the East Coast, put everybody up and travel 3 hours, and then it might just be a lot. So I think we might do it here, but I'll keep y'all posted. And I think episode 5 is going to be a lot more. You'll see the creative process. You'll see all these other things. It's honestly been really hard to film everything we're doing. That's why I'm kind of just trying to vlog it, and then I'll do a little bit of commentary. But cheers to January. Hope everybody had a happy New Year. I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas, and talk soon.